is now the right time to buy in Portugal. Maybe you're looking to retire or semi-retire, maybe buy a vacation home, and you're looking at one of the top countries in Europe for sure, Portugal. And definitely one of the safest countries. And in retirement, people that have already chosen Portugal as a place to retire over the years, places like the Algarve, the Lisbon coast, highly rated, is now the right time. So the answer, in my opinion, to that question, is it time? Is Portugal affordable? Is yes. Now, when I say yes, I'm coming from the place where I'm comparing Portugal, first of all, as a country, with other countries around the world, in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, all over in Europe. I compare it to that. And I think Portugal has been a place that people have been buying and have bought for the longest time now, because Portugal is now being rated one of the best countries to live. It's in the eye. People are noticing. And I think people go visit, they like it, they decide to retire there, they start comparing it to Spain, other places in Europe, France and Italy, and a lot of them are investing there. There's some good incentives to buy there, government-based, some of them are ending. But aside from that, okay, bottom line is Portugal is attractive. Okay, Portugal has 7 regions, and it's an attractive place to visit and for people to go and retire or semi-retire, or just to have a vacation home, even as an investment, okay, to invest in a property, turn it into a vacation home, and then rent it out to make some passive income. So there's a lot of boxes being checked here, and I think now more than ever, personally, I think it is. Now, this video is more focused on the 7th region of Portugal, in the Azores, okay, in the North Atlantic Islands, Portuguese islands, the Azores. Okay, there's 9 islands, and more specific to Pico Island. This is where Laura and I are based. We are here on Pico Island, part of the central group of the Azores. And this is where this video, this is how we're sharing our experience that touches on real estate with you. I should introduce myself. For some of you that are watching our channel for the first time, I'm Carlos. And Laura's usually with me. She's not with me today. And this is our channel, our journey on Pico Island, and that's why we're here. So a little about us. We spend half our time between Canada and here. We're just outside Toronto, a place called Oakville, and we're here. Basically half and half, okay? We are in tourism. This is our livelihood. We specialize on Pico and the Azores especially. I've been in the travel business for 30 plus years, and now I'm basically focused on this beautiful area of the planet. I believe that there's not too many places left like the Azores on the planet. I really believe that. If you love nature, peace, tranquility, friendly people, affordability, quality of life, slower pace, cost of living is low, the Azores is being looked at, just like a lot of people look at Portugal now. They're discovering the treasure of the Azores. Because sometimes, I've done these videos before, and I do repeat myself, because you got to understand, 75% of people that watch these videos are new. And some of you, I'm not going to assume that you know where the Azores, know anything about the Azores, where they are. So this is why I kind of have to put it out there again, to kind of, so you know where we are. So we bought a place here in the Azores. I'm in it right now, about during COVID actually, pretty much, basically 3 years ago. And we've been renovated ever since, pretty much done now. We are going to rent it out, and we just love being here. I was born on Pico, so I have that connection. Laura's been coming for the last 12 years. We love the place. We still love Canada, obviously. We're connected between these both amazing countries. But yeah, we are here, and we have been working towards just putting the word out. The main reason we got this channel at the beginning, 3 years ago actually, was to share our experiences and to promote Pico Island. So people come and visit, promote our services. And this is what we do a video every week, and this is what we do. And we love doing it. And it's not easy, but we love doing it. If you want more information about us, you can click into other videos that we have that we get more in depth. Because really I want to focus on the subject here, which is this video on real estate in the Azores, especially on Pico Island, and I would say in the Azores in general, because these islands are similar, a lot of similarities. Um, and people fall in love with the island that suits them best. And I think that's the best way to go. I think people should take their time looking around, the ones that are interested in visiting or retiring or semi-retiring here. No, we really want to focus on this video, okay? Um, I, like I said, I've done this similar videos before, but it's constant. Followers from the video that we have, that we put out, and sometimes it touches on real estate or just like this one, or just, around the island, showing the landscape. We have a lot of questions about the way of life, and we try to answer them. But basically, they see, and we just give them a little taste. And some of them visit, some of them are living here now, people that discover through the channel. And I think that's the beauty of it. Now, I just felt like I needed to do another one on real estate because a lot of people are always asking, and this was the perfect time to do it. Now, also at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you a little bit about our own experience buying this place right here and renovating it just a little bit. We're not going to get too much into it because we're also doing a video that we're going to kind of go and show you, be like a reveal, the finished product, and we'll show you the throughout the whole process, which is quite interesting. And when I look back on putting this together, it's like, my God, all the stuff we did, and we learned so much from it, and we'll pass some of that on. But in this video, just a little bit, and then just feel free to maybe subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all these things. You can always stay in touch. Go to our website. All these things are ways for you to stay connected with us if it's of interest, of course. We don't push anyone to be on the channel. It's pretty organic, and we are, I would say 99.8% of all the feedback we've ever gotten in the last 3 years is totally positive, and it's just like-minded people wanting, to have a good life, to be happy, to be in nature, be friendly with everybody. It's that kind of thing, and then that's one reason I think sometimes we get tired. It's a lot of work, and we're like, no, one thing that kind of gives us juice and pumps us up is when we think of the followers, people that are constant with us, and some new people that come on board, and some of the comments we get even from new viewers. It's amazing, and we'll continue to share videos like these because I think it's important. It puts it out there, and I think it's good for Portugal, for the Azores, obviously locally. You might get mixed feelings. That some people will worry about prices going up and so forth, but I think there's a lot more good than bad, because it's good for the economy. The immigrants and expats, and I mentioned this before, if they didn't come back over the years to keep, to rebuild these ruins and these rustic homes like this one, there'll be a lot of rubble here, I'm telling you. And this place is like paradise for a lot of people. This is close to their heart, these islands, and especially people that have connections with family and friends, and the new people that are here now. It's almost like they were born here when I talk to them, and I get the sense that the islands are important to them, and I think it's important that thank you, the immigrant. I'm one of them. My parents more. We're back now, and so many others, and now the new people coming over, the immigrants here, migrants they call them, the immigrants here, I think is the proper word. Some of them don't like the word expats, but they're here, they're part of here, they're residents here, they live here. Some of them are already citizens, and I think it's amazing. So another reason why I decided to do this video at this time is because we had actually a follow/client/friend. She's actually visited a few times. She was on one of our workshops, and she reached out to us and wanted us to tap into one of our services, which is like a property view. In other words, she wanted us to go out and videotape a couple of properties she was interested in, and hired us to do so, and we did. She didn't wind up buying the property. What happens is sometimes, you see it, and we've done the same thing, and then it's like you have an idea on the renovations, or what you like. There's a lot of renovations, little renovations. Some people can handle more than others. In our case, minimal. Same thing with this client. I asked her if it was okay to share the videos, and she said no problem. And this is what I'll be doing with you. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it and get something out of it, especially the ones that are sort of been thinking, or maybe a light's going to go off and start looking into this area, because we think it's an area that people should look at, and based on the experience of people that are already here for a while now, for a few years, they're just over the moon and in love with the Azores. Just a little plug before we get into the first video that will take you through the house, just based on our services or our livelihood, okay? We mentioned the property viewing, so we're your eyes. So if anyone out there looking at properties and aren't able to get here, tell us where you want us to film, which house, set it up with a real estate agent. We're going to be doing a few more probably sooner than later. I'm thinking we got a few people we're working with, and we're pretty excited. The other thing, obviously, is the tourism I mentioned, and it's to do with packages. We do a lot of these packages more like a low, slow, long, low season, slow pace, long stay. More and more people are looking towards this. There's a market for that. We don't promote the summer or the high season as much. We really think we need to expand. It's good for the local travel companies here too to get people in the off season. They're here. 5 years ago, I didn't see as many people here in the off season. Now I'm seeing more, and I'm constantly preaching that, and I won't stop doing that. The other thing we're working on, we did this workshop last May, and it was amazing. We had 6 unbelievable people come, and again, they were here for this reason: real estate, retiring, semi-retiring, exploring the area, meeting bankers, meeting real estate agents, meeting expats. They got with expats, people that are working in different businesses like remote, and anyways, too many to mention. And so we decided to do a e-workshop. In other words, we took that version, did a lot of work on it, and now we have that. We're selling that in parts. Go to the website. We're going to put the link, and you'll be able to see more of what that's all about. So this workshop was put on by us and Life Wallace, Egidio. We put this on together. Big kudos to him. We had a wonderful time. It was very educational for a lot of people. And he's also our main travel partner. Packages, slow, low, long, groups, best of Azores, best of Portugal. It's with him. He's our main guy, and we worked well together. And I think I just wanted to give him a plug so that you guys know who they are. So let's go and check out this first property. Okay, afterwards, I'm also going to tell you what these properties cost. Now, I will put that obviously after this. We show the second property, and then I'll talk a little bit about that at the end. It's also a way to get you to stay through the whole video, and I hope you do. All right, so we arrived at the property here in San Antonio. Just to give you a little bit of where the property is. It's a very small, quaint property, very nice. There's 2 sides to it: the original adega right in front, and the addition that the owners had done. Turning back on the street, you can see the ocean there. That's the coast of San Antonio towards San Roque. They basically have one neighbor from what it looks like right there. That's it. And then just up here you would have the road going out to the regular road, and you can go down swimming to the swimming area. So let's just walk in. We're going to show the outside of the house first. Okay. And then we'll go inside. Okay, so along here they have the balcony in front, all through the front of the property. And here's the neighbor's wall. So behind here you can see this is where they built up to, and then behind there's obviously part of the property, have some land. And then this way, obviously this the balcony, this is concrete, and then the rest is dirt. This is where the original adega was, the lava house. Very nice, well built actually. And then you have the wall here. There's the street where I was standing. And then you have actually vineyards here, and probably some garden. And then there is the wall to the end of the property. It's not huge. Okay, I'm just going to take you now from here. You can see it goes up a little bit, but there's the wall. There's the neighbor. Back here they got a nice fig tree. And if you can see the house, if you can see the wall, goes all the way back. I'm actually walking now. I'm probably halfway facing. You can see the new addition there, and the original adega, looking down to the street and to the ocean, as you can see. So I am halfway. I'll continue up pretty much along the wall of the neighbor's property. I got to be careful here. There's actually some good vines here, it looks like, too. And then there's the end right there. They might have been using this also as in some areas as a garden, but I see vines throughout. I'm going to try and get up a little bit more. Okay. Can't really see the rock. I just want you to see a vantage point from the back of the property. So here, right at the back wall, again turning around, neighbor, and the wall here. Now turning to where we were earlier at the street. There's the ocean, and there's the whole property here, the adega. There's the fig tree, the new addition, new roof from outside. I'll have to check the ceiling inside. Looks fairly new. And there's the ocean again. Now going towards Fayal, that would be the area to go towards Fayal. And actually, I'm going to turn back. It's a bit hazy today, but you can see St. George. Okay, that's St. George. It's a bit hazy. So you can see, you have some good views from the property. Okay, so now we came from there, and I'm not going to go over those boulders, but there's the back wall, and you can see where it goes to the other side wall. That's where this property ends. It's hard to see from the weeds, and then from when you remember, if you remember me showing earlier when I started the wall where that ended, it's right behind, right there on that side. So, you know what? Manageable space. If you don't want a lot of property around, perfect. And obviously, this place you can probably do in one bedroom, I think, from what I've seen so far. But let's go down and now check the property. Now, just to give you some, maybe you want to see. So it looks like this neighborhood, that's the main house of the neighbor right there. Okay, here's your wall here. And then they also got some old vineyards there, vines. And then they got their back spot here. Probably an outdoor kitchen, storage, that's all I can see. I don't want to be too nosy. But this way you get to see a little bit about the neighbors. Okay, so now let me just go down. I wanted to stop here at the it's pretty old fig tree. Looks like it's been pruned, taken care of. There's probably a lot of figs come out of here. But look how big this, because when it gets this big, look at the trunk. Beautiful. Some people might decide to keep it. If you need more room back here, you might decide to cut it down. I guess everyone's different. Now this, if you can see, this is now the back of the original. They actually added this, probably not at the beginning when it was just the adega, which is right there. They added this outdoor barbecue. I'll get a close shot from the front, but so you guys can see the back. Here's the back. Now here's a close-up of the tile, brand new. All right, you can just see. Looks like they're very well sealed. They even have some tile, extra tile here at the back of the walls. Looks mint to me. I'm not an expert. You probably need an inspector. There's the regular lizards to keep all the insects away. Want to take a closer look where it connects with the new side, the addition. You can see. Drainage. Now I'm just trying to get to a higher point so you can see this tile. Oh, this rock's not too. Oh, there we go. Air. You get a closer view. I mean, me not being a professional inspector or engineer, if I'm looking at this house, for me, I'm thinking it's in pretty good shape, personally. But you have to do your own due diligence, Stephanie, Guido. Let's take a step back. What a cute little space. I can see the exhaust because the kitchen is on that other side there. I can see the exhaust. That must be for it right there. And now a different vantage point, go looking the other way. This is the bathroom here. Okay, and there's the where it ends, where I showed you from the beginning. Let me go right to the bathroom window. Right here, see? So right now we're sort of at the back of the end of the property, of the house. Bathroom window. And now you got a good vantage point. You know, and when you first look from the outside, it doesn't look as big, but now I'm standing here. I can see the vines, I can see the space all the way up to the neighbor's yard, house, and you can see that there's pretty good space. Obviously, someone that wants to have lots of land to grow lots of things, this will probably not be big enough, but someone that just wants a cute little place, a vacation home to have with some land to grow a few things, this has ideal space, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's go in. Some tile here. Now let me stand, actually, I'm going to be, now this view here is me standing behind, this is the kitchen, and I'm against the bathroom wall here, and you can see all the way along the original adega. Okay, you might want to, you would plug some of these holes here. Very easy to do with some cement. Freshen it up. It's up to you. You might not have to do that. And now let's take a look at the front. Okay. So very sunny. All right, so there's the front of the house, just to give you the end of the adega is right here. There's the electrical panel, and this is where they've, actually it's a wood stove. I was just thinking it was a kebab. This is actually a wood stove. Wow. Let me see if we can get a good shot. Yeah, a little wood stove for pizzas, cornbread. It's kind of dark in there, but you can probably see it. And a chimney. There you go. I thought it was just a wood barbecue, but they don't have that. This is something you might want to add. It's obviously covered here. You might want to use different cover. Here's the electrical panel right here. So if the electrical guy comes, ETA, they would just come here, measure it, come through the house. It's not inside. Okay, so now before going in, I decided to come to the front of the house. Is just a corner here. This will probably need some reinforcement here, just a little bit, but these walls are pretty well made. Just might need some reinforcement. So I'm at the corner of the house, looking back now. Okay, I was all the way up there, and I'm right leaning on the corner, and you can see the property from here. There's the chimney. Okay. And then we're going to walk towards, first see the adega part. So you have all this space here. Again, more vineyards. And let's go inside of, actually let's take a shot of the outside window here. This is a window of the original building, the adega. It's pretty good work here, so I don't think you need to retouch any of this. Maybe if you see a hole or two, that's it. All right, so now let's go in. Okay, so now let's go into the adega. So you can see electricity is working. I can visualize the owner here making some wine at this point. So here's so you can see the walls, how nicely it's made. Look at this. This is very nicely, very solid. Okay. Yeah, this is if you want to make wine, it's ready for that. Here's all the pressing of the grape. Still has some oak barrels, cemented floor. This would be, obviously whoever takes this will have their own ideas of what they're going to do with it. Change it into living quarters, which is very easy to do. Here's the window, okay, where we film from the outside. You can see the thick of the walls here. Should be enough light to pick this up. Nice. This, I think, is enough space here for a bedroom for sure. Okay, so now you get a good sense of the inside. Now, two things I'll show you before going out. There's the wall. On that side of that wall will be the new area, right? They had the addition. I was told that by the agent that they were gonna, before the gentleman passed away, they were gonna open this up, he wasn't gonna do wine anymore. He was going to go through this wall and just break it through and create long open space. Okay, now when they added that on, obviously it was new, and they used the local wood creep tomato for the ceiling for the roof, and I think they definitely did that here as well, because this is brand new. All I can smell is that smell of the creep tomato. And I'm going to try and zoom in. And right now we're in February. It's sunny outside, but there's a chill with the wind, and it's very, very comfortable in here. Okay, I'm actually hot with my jacket, so it seems to me that it's well protected in here. Again, do your own due diligence. Probably get an inspector here if you need to, and most people probably would. It's your call. There's a little shelf in there, quite good, and the wall again thick. All around, this is built with thick rock. Okay, so now let's just go outside. Hopefully you got enough. Here's the circuits. Most likely, this would be probably an upgrade. Most people would do with the electrical. Check the plumbing, do all things you need to do, because, I mean, this is a little older, especially on this side. Still have old-fashioned. Okay, so now we're going to go out. You can see there's Isilda and Laura, and they have the water connection out here. And now we're going to go out and into the other side to the addition. Now I'm going to just show you the outside. Just film the window and the covering. Just before the window, I'm going to show you up here. Good shape. See? Get a close up. Very protected because there is wind here, but I feel protected in here. And here's the window, the old-fashioned style here. Okay. This is probably just superficial here. We had that at our house, but still get it checked. Okay, we're gonna go in. Address is number 5. Start. Looks like a good drainage here. If there's excess water, comes in out through those holes. And right, so here's the wall that I filmed from the other side. Okay, so there's okay. So I'm gonna. This is from dampness. If you start controlling the dampness in here, this happens even to brand new houses. It's sometimes the salt in the cement that they use. Even after 1 year, you gotta kind of peel it, paint it again. We have that at our house. That's what I think that is. But you can see right off the bat, again, look at the ceiling, brand new. I don't know how many years the ceiling is, but looks new, looks fresh. So maybe a close-up of the beams. Trying to film as much as, as if I'm buying the place. This is what I'd be looking at. Here's the wire in here. It's all on the outside. You might decide to put this in the walls. You don't have to. We did that at our place. And I'll just try and give you an angle of the space here. I'm standing at the door. So they use this as their dining room. This is obviously an open kitchen, dining room kind of setup, and living room. This is where they added this to relax when when they came down here in the summer. Okay. Quick show you the window. Right from the outside, and if you go closer to the window, even around the windows here, very protective. This is all stuff you can decide to, after you're painting it, you could caulk it a little extra, but it looks pretty good to me. Sure, it's a bit dirty. You can see the ocean from here. This is that side of the ocean towards Fayal. Let's see if we can see the ocean from here. We're a little lower here. We won't be able to. Okay, so now let's check, get it closer to the wall here. Yeah, same problem up there. It could be that they had some leaks. We have one right now in the house. It could be a tile that moved, some water came in. Again, someone that knows more would inspect it. I don't smell anything in here. No, when I'm not smelling mildew or anything like that. Right at the corner looking back. Okay, let's go towards where they use the fridge. We were standing back there. I told you where the exhaust comes out. They actually have wow, it's an old type stove. I can definitely create a small little cute kitchen. There's the heater. And that's where the exhaust winds up on the outside part of it. I don't think they would have water on it, I don't think. No. Yeah, this just peels off. It's like mold. See, it's like when it gets damp. That's what that is. But I don't smell. It's sometimes if it's really the bad stuff, you would smell it in the air. I'm not smelling it. So, okay, now this is the bathroom. Going into the bathroom. Same good shape from what I'm standing. Okay. Not telling you that there's a leak in here. I wouldn't know. I don't see anything. It's all tiled. Okay, pink. I don't know. Might have to change that. I have a little window right here to let the some of the steam out. Good. They can have enough space for a good sized toilet and the shower. It's not a huge bathroom, but it has enough space to wash and, shave and question mark, the third S. Yeah, see some of the tile work. Close up of the corners. Looking out from the bathroom, again to the side that they use is where they put the couch. Good height. Okay. And now to the other corner, standing out. Very comfortable in here, I must say. Picture sitting at the table looking out. You could see the ocean. So right now you'd be sitting at the table. It's hard to pick up but I can see it's just let me get a little closer. You can maybe see the ocean from here. It's just the lighting is not allowing me to pick it up, but it's right beyond there. There. You can see it right from the table. They had some security I put in here, wired for that. These are more up to date than what we saw next door. And maybe you could imagine if what they wanted to do is open up that wall. You can see how long it could be, and that could become the bedroom. Because the kitchen's already here. Again, it's up to whoever buys it, but definitely enough room for a good sized bedroom there. Let me back out to the porch. Sitting out here, definitely room to put a table, some chairs. I imagine that's what they did. You could also decide to cement this right to the end there. If you wanted elevation, what can you do? You can maybe, what would I do? What's my creative mind would do here? Let's say you always you want to get like to see the ocean even better. Maybe build something out that you have an upper. I don't know. You'd have something like an outdoor, almost like a roof patio, but just over this, where you go up, have your chairs. I don't think there'll be a problem doing that. Sometimes people do that where the outdoor kitchen is covered, and then have steps on the outside to go on top. Just a small one, a couple of chairs up there, and then you'd be able to get this view. Right, there's the ocean. Right, I'm just kind of standing, but with the phone, you get that. That's the view, but you'll be higher up. Okay. Maybe get a bit of close-up where the house is based on the ground. Looks. I don't see a lot of cracks on the wall. It's pretty. Again, all this can be reinforced with light, fresh cement, but looks solid. From what I see, this house, where it's sitting, how it was built, looks solid, and you can really tell by the rocks, the type of rock that they use here. Definitely looks solid. And in front, this is part of the house right here. Has some nice trees. This looks like faya maybe. And that's the tree that looks a little bit like a maple leaf when it grows. This is all in front of the house. And there's the ocean there. Very private street from what I can see here. So this comes all the way along here. And there's the electric box for the neighbor right here. And this is where I was telling you would need some reinforcement here. That's pretty much, but the rest of the wall's built quite solid. There's some views from the outside. I'm just really trying to show you everything that I'd be looking at as if I was buying the house right now. So this is what I'd be looking at, where I'd be going, and that's how I'm filming. It's a better of the neighbor. In this case, probably more is better, not less. Because the more you want to see it, you want to check it out from where you are, then you can really make a good decision. The streets are wide here. Okay, and there's another garden area. Oh, this is an old tree here. Okay. So no, see that the other area there with another one of those gorgeous trees. They pruned it. This is really when the leaves come out, it's quite a view. Here's again standing on the front sort of garden part of the house. Here's the roof from the front. You can then take a closer when you guys are viewing this. You can see. Deck, and let's go over to that other side here. Some lilies, hydrangea. I love this plant, this flower. I can see again more ocean there. Yeah. Yeah. I think I did it. Now this is a neighbor here. That's someone lives there.
Yeah, but you never see her.
You never see her. That's so. Yeah. So basically, that's a hidden neighbor, like the agent just told me, Isilda, and it's quite removed from your house. You're sort of by yourself. You have that other house sort of further back. Uh, yeah. So does this road lead to the main road?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I said.
And back there too.
Yeah.
One, two, four access.
For access to the main road from here. Okay, now just information on Pico Island. We're part of the central group. There's 5 islands here. Okay, Tercera, Graciosa, St. George, Fayal, and Pico. 5. And the 3, what I call, there's 2 sister islands because they're within very quick ferry rides. One is 30-minute ferry to Fayal Island, and St. George Island's about an hour. They label them triangle. Okay, so this is obviously there's so much more information on. You can Google if you want more on the Azores, and our channel. We did other videos that will have even more information. I just wanted to give you a little bit of what the Azores is all about. Now let's watch the second property. We'll go through it. Come along with me. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think. And afterwards, we'll actually share our own experience quickly of how we bought this house. You'll enjoy that. And then after that, we'll just touch on a few other things, a little bit more information, and we'll end the video there. This is the second property. Isilda suggested if we wanted to, we can film it. We said for sure. Why not? You guys can take a look at both. This is in São Mateus. If the mountain was clear, it'd be right up there. I'm about 5 minutes drive from here. This is an area called Gingeira, which is part of São Mateus, and we're going to start right here. It's a really quiet area. Close to the main road, but the road is still down there, and you'll be able to see it. Now, just looking from this side, we're going to wait. Actually, we're waiting for the keys to get in, so I'll film the outside. I don't know how much property there is in the back here. The agent will let us know afterwards, but it starts as far as the units. This is the old adega, okay? Looks like they have, I'll start right here. Looks like the roof is fairly new, as you can see. Okay, well made. Nice wall, well-made wall. That's important. And then there's the second unit. That's where the living quarters are, okay, the actual living place. This is still used, if I'm not mistaken, as an adega. You can take a quick look from the street. So right now we're on the road. You can see barbecue, churrasco, and the side door. Okay, and we're gonna go electric unit. Little courtyard, very well, really cute place, my God. Entry is for the water right here. This is the water. So it's all part of the house. This is some electrical here. I'm not sure what it's for. Maybe potentially you can have an extra box here as well. I'm not sure. That's something you could always find out. And I'm gonna pull back as far as the house. Okay, side view. The front yard, part of it has cement, it's cemented, and some grass there. I don't know if the front, if they have property, if this is those vineyards are part of it. We'll find out afterwards. But look how close you are to the ocean. That's the main road. São Mateus is just around the corner here on the main road. These are daggers. Most likely people just come here just to make their wine from them. That's what it looks like. And yeah, let's go around the other side. Okay, so 2 windows, a door. They have some gutters in place. This tile looks very good as well from what I've seen so far. No cracks on the wall. Now, sometimes when you see there's a crack, I just don't. We have this at the house. It's just, these are usually superficial. It's more like the paint cracking. Let's go around the bend. Clothesline. Wow, it's a cute little cottage. This must be the bathroom. There's again some of this crack. Obviously, if you do an inspection, that can. In our house was just like that, and there was no issues. Only speaking from experience. Do your own checking, I would suggest. Window. So this must be the bathroom here. Okay, and this is probably the kitchen. So you might decide if you want to cement this, but it's not in bad shape. Nice, smooth. Now again, I don't know if any of this land is part of it. We'll find out. It's all vineyards. This is not going to be buildable. Wherever, if someone else owns these vineyards, they can only grow grapes here. Unless they change the designation, which they usually don't. So here's a good view of the back of the house. There's a cute little adega wine house. Okay, so this is the whole space here. I will go straight to the little barbecue area here. Good size. We're trying to make one of these at our place. Maybe we'll do it ourselves. Far enough from the house, as you can see. Now I'm standing at the corner here looking back. There's the adega on the right. And from the back, let's take a close-up of the tiles. I see that they have extra tile here. My tile's actually not as modern. I mean, it's different than these, right? So you might want to, this part here, my suggestion is that you would probably get ceramics on this. This could have been an addition at some point of the house, the original. Just a guess. Okay, let's walk up to the other side here. Some of the extra tile. Looking down from the adega. And here we can take a close look at the roof. Probably you can see them making quite a bit of wine here throughout the years. And let's go a little closer to the back of the house. So what, if I was buying this house, I'd probably get someone to check the tiles, the roof. From the inside, you can get a better, if there's any weakness, but either way, it's good to check the outside if you want to reinforce more. Sometimes you have to seal old tiles if you don't want to put new ones. Just things that people normally do. There's a water. This would be water faucet here. Steps down to the back door, which is closed. Area for a little garden here. Another window. It's like type of metal. This is widely used here. More basic. I'm just going to go to the corner of the deck and look back this way. Okay. You see from here. And I have a feeling, okay, that's why I came here to check. I was saying if there is an entrance to the vineyard, usually that means it's part of it. Again, they'll verify it. So you wouldn't have an entrance like this if it wasn't. Now, if they're including it in the sale, but at one point, even probably now, this tells me that it could be part of the property. Okay, so now I think that's, you can see from here, just get a better close-up of the walls. Usually can't do too much on the outside, but if from the inside you see any weakness, you'll be able to cement it to protect even more. Okay, so we'll wait for the keys. the size. So because you need enough for the smoke to go up. It also helped block Joe's place. Okay, so just started to rain, so we just got the door open. We're gonna come in into the living area right off the bat, okay? As you can see, pretty straightforward. Obviously, some upgrades would need to take place here. There's no doubt about that. People were just using this as a kind of a relaxing, cottagey kind of thing, from what I understand. And so let's go first to the bathroom. You can see here, sink. All right, so walls. I can see, yeah. So there's definitely some humidity. You'd have to insulate probably a little bit of the ceiling. I will drop down the ceiling. So you definitely, there's some work in here, similar to what we did in our house, except we didn't have as much problem with humidity. So this is a bathroom. Still has the bidet. It's not huge. This is the only bathroom here. Let me just go back in here, and just is facing out. And this is like a plastic roof. We have that in the Elijah's house, right? And but it looks it's fairly dry in here. I don't feel humidity, but definitely would have to be protected. Now, looking across, I'm going to go over to the first. They have two small bedrooms. This is how they divided this up. Some people might just need one bedroom. It's pretty small, compact. There's the window that's facing the ocean. Okay. Typical with the beds, looking out. I'm trying to film here as much as I can. Quite a bit of an armoire, but you can see the problem with that happens even with new houses, to do with the salt in the cement and paint that they use. It's mostly in the cement. Has the salt. Now there is some more expensive cement that you can use that will not give you that problem. Same thing here. You got this drop ceiling. It's like plastic. If this place is not insulated, people would definitely, that would be part of the reno. Okay, so go back out. Bathrooms there it is, that we came out of earlier. Just next to this bedroom, you have the other one. They almost look like the same sizes. This one does not have, actually there's a window. See, from what I can gather, same ceiling. I don't see any cracks. It looks like the foundation is pretty solid. It's just more to do with the humidity. That's probably the main problem I see here. And I think before, let's see, that's an extension. This house ended here. Now you look inside, they've had a cover, which from the outside is the area what does not have the ceramic tile. Let me just go in here. Now, yeah, so I'm not seeing any wetness around here. It's just a part of the wall. See, after you insulate properly during the reno and use the proper cement for the areas that are being affected by the humidity, you should be okay. This is old-fashioned, what do you call that, plastic tile sheets that they use on the floor. Okay, all right, and now here's the kitchen. They used an area of the kitchen here, small, old-fashioned cupboards. This would be a new kitchen going in here. I think most people that wind up buying this place, that's what they would do. Cute little size, and then there's the side window. There's the crawl space. All the places. It's hard to see up there now, but an inspector would look at the roof, at the ceiling. I don't see any problems with being wet here. From the outside, the tiles do look pretty good. You still have to inspect it. As you can see, there is no stove here. What they've done is they put the stove in here by itself, right there. Now, people, I think most people that would buy this, they would probably open up some walls here. I think that's what they would do. There is some space in here. We can't open this door. Obviously, there's some water problem here, but we can get in there. Okay, but
I would just open up this whole wall.
yeah. So most like Laura's mentioning, Stephanie, that she would probably open this whole wall,
This whole wall.
this whole wall. Yeah. And you could also just have one bedroom here, and we keep the two. I mean, again, this is not a huge place. It's like a cute little cottage. That's how I would describe it. Here's the box, the electricals on the outside. Some people might want to rewire this, put it in the walls. It's not a huge area, or not, but I think new electrical would be required, just my opinion. Same type of drop ceiling. No one's been in here for a while, so you can see some of the cobwebs. Now this is where they extended it, maybe even this whole area, even where I'm standing, but this definitely is where we're looking outside the bedroom. Right there, that window. Side door. Back door to the back. It's actually raining right now. To the barbecue area, see? And a little pantry. This, I think they kind of set it up a bit of a sunroom, another window. The tile, the ceramic tile here doesn't exist on top of this part. It's just this other cheap tile that they've used. So there's definitely, I think I've already seen some water here on the floor a little bit. When you, it doesn't protect as well as regular tile. So this is something whoever buys this will have to look at. Definitely put a new ceramic tile on this side door, looking down to the ocean. Looking back, see again, they all have this problem. So after you renovate it, using the proper cement, without the salt content in the cement, repainting it, this would look awesome. But you know, it's comparing the costs. Well, you know, what needs to be done, how much you need to insulate it. Everyone's different. These floors is quite old. This is like floating floor. It's not even vinyl. I would pretty much put ceramic here or a good vinyl. That's what I would do. Just looking back into that area there. This is the regular wood, crepe de mer. The wood looks solid. It's just if there's weak points, because of the tile, then you have some water coming in. I don't see a lot of it, but definitely I did see a little bit here, drops. Okay, they're still trying to open the door here. Laura, let me go back. Keep the umbrella. Let me get the umbrella under there. Talking here. I just want to see this. There's that room somewhere in here that we're trying to figure out. I don't know what it was.
I think we may have found the keys.
Okay.
We should look in.
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna look. Going back, Laura says she would drop this wall. Just opens all this up. One whole kitchen by itself, and then you have the rest is living space. Okay. For a cottage, cute. I don't know if I need more of a living space than this. You have the sunroof also, you can relax. I'll probably, maybe you keep the 2 rooms or you make a huge room. Those are pretty much the option. Okay, I think that's in here. I don't know what else I can show you. Just wanted to give you a good idea of this place. You can maybe compare it to the other one. Obviously, the locations are different, but let's take a look at the Adega now. We're checking out the wine house. Obviously, patio here. Most people probably would cement this whole thing here. Probably make an area, a little bit of an area you can park a car. But you might want to also put a pergola that's not in the whole area, just closer to here would be some coverage, you know. So even though it might be rainy, you're covered, and I think you have some nice views. You'll also have some views from the side. It's not just from the front. Happy birthday, by the way, Stephanie. We're doing this in the rain. So we're...
Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Okay, so now we're walking over. So just to look back, we came out of that door. And inside there is what they're trying to find out what's in there. We don't know. There's a door, but we'll find out. Okay, here's coming into the Adega here. There's no light working right now, but light can be connected into here. So now I just gotta let this umbrella go. Oh, okay. All right, so just to... Okay, let's the old-fashioned candles here on the wall. As you can see, this Adega, this wine house, very well built. See? You can see And this is the inside here. It's already, there's no weak points as far as, you know, holes coming in. New or almost, or looks new. I don't know how old this is, but it's in very good shape. It's very, even though it's rock, there's no humidity in here. I don't feel humidity right at this point. But it's a cute little place. They used to use this, have a picnic. There's even an old bed, because this is, at one point, this is probably the only thing that was here. Sleep, but this could be a bedroom. I guess everyone would do something different with it, but just to give you an example, it's part of the whole unit. It's part of the property. Lots of liqueur, and it's the door to go out. But it's a nice part. Makes nice. It's a nice part of the property. Is this little wine house? I really like it. Away from the house. Yeah. Okay, well then, so if I showed you the floor, it's cement. Obviously you'd be able to put flooring in here if that's what you would like. Not huge. Okay, I think that's it. Now behind here, is that a little bit of a vineyard, part of this? No, so just here, okay. Okay, so that entrance is not, I just thought because of the entrance to it. When I saw the,
No, it's
but it's
this
not.
one.
Okay, so just to, this is it. There's no vineyard with this. It's just, this is the property, the two units, the Adega wine house and the main property here. Just another viewing. I think that's it. That should give you a good example. This is what I was saying. This needs to have ceramic tile, like the rest of it.
Maybe it's this little piece
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, there's still, just the agent is saying there's still a little chance. There's a little piece of vineyard where we walk through, where you can walk through. That might be part, not a huge part. That could always be confirmed at a later date. Yeah, it's only a little. Yes, that's what I think too.
But I'll make sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. The walkthrough was a really nice property, kind of rustic, not too big. When we saw it, we said, what a really quaint place. And hopefully you guys liked it. And if anyone is interested in that property and the other one, just send me an email. I'll put you in contact with the agent that is listing both of those properties. When I see properties here in the, let's just say between 50 to 70,000 euros, they're usually ruins. These are complete ruins. You'll see some of the structure there. Okay, they're usually in black rock, lava rocks. This is how these houses were built in the past. Actually, this house, the original house here was black lava. They're inside here. The walls are like this. They're huge. They've reinforced it over the years, have to be earthquake proof and so forth. But no, you'll see some that were like 200 years old. Like we actually have a property here that's part of this. It's an old lava house, 2 floors. Who knows, maybe we hope to renovate it one day. It's beautiful. This is how they were building. There was so much of this lava rock on these islands, especially on Pico, that this is what they used. So when I see some prices listed now on Idealista or some of the sites, and they're around this price, and that's usually what it is. It's usually a ruin in most cases, or it could be a rustic small house that's like a ruin. You're not going to see the black lava rock. You're going to see it, but the roof's caved in. No, that's going to be a lot of work. So these ruins will come with their criteria that, yeah, you have this ruin, you can rebuild it, and then you could add this much to it. So sometimes people, when the land comes with it, and it makes it, someone would just, pay the price, maybe fix the ruin a little bit, or build. So these are things that happen. But usually when you see prices like that, that's the kind of property you're getting. 150 nowadays, properties that could be rustic, could be a house like this before it was renovated, that needs, and some of them might need a lot of work, some of them minimal work. 150, 160. I'm seeing quite a few in this range on Pico Island and other islands as well. So that's pretty much, so you can say, look, I want to spend this much. You do an inspection and you basically say, okay, perfect, fits the budget. I can spend another 30 or 40 or 50,000 euros and I have the house of my dreams. And this is how these rustic homes, this was. No, we've turned it into what it is today, right? So a lot of people are doing this. Now the 250,000 plus would be something bigger. Because sometimes these rustic homes that have just 157, they're smaller, medium, and then you get 250 where could be the same size, but it's ready to almost to live. And you just put some few cosmetic, painted, minor stuff, and you're ready to go and start living in the house. Okay, 250 in that range. Could be a little bit less, a little bit more, but I'm seeing that's usually the ones I see for that amount are like that. Okay, a lot of times people have bought them around that range and they did nothing to it. They liked the way it was and they just left it and started living. Maybe upgraded a few appliances, but that's it, right? And I think some of them are big, a lot bigger, like double the size of this house. This is about 100 and something square meters. It's not too big. Some of them could be like 300 square meters. And some of them might need a lot of work. So that's the thing you have to figure out. You can get something for 250, but it's big, and now you need a new roof, a new ceiling, more. So these are just alerts where the person needs to take their time and really look at the property and always estimate more than you think you're going to pay, or it's going to take longer than you're thinking. It's just like our case and probably everybody's case. And then you have these are usually huge houses. They're 5 bedrooms, they'll be like 400,000, 500,000 plus, and some good land, some have pools, because you can find that, and some might be more luxurious, and that's where you get into that criteria that suits, around that price range. There are less of those. I would say there's more between 150 and 250,000 from what I'm seeing. Okay, so it all depends on your budget. I mean, if someone is looking to be on an island looking at the ocean and has 300, 400,000 to spend, and they go start looking in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, usually places there are like millions and a lot more. So I think this is where a lot of times people will look towards alternative, and the Azores right now is what the people that are discovering it are now saying, I can get the good quality of life here. Either by living here full-time or part-time, and they wind up here, or one of the other 9 islands of the Azores. Type of properties. Okay, I mentioned the ruin. I've already mentioned that, the state of them. So there's ruins. There's the rustic ruin. There's the rustic that's more now modernized, sort of like this. You look at it, say, okay, I can sort of live in there. You have the new builds, where if you build something from, you have your land, you buy a piece of land and you start building on it the way that things were built here. Let's say that the normal ways with blocks. Okay, nowadays that's taking way too long. There's a lack of labor here in construction / lack of quality labor. Good workers, they're hard to come by. They're here. It's just there's not as many. And now something that might have taken a year and a half, 2 years, now you're looking 3 to 5 years. So people might not want to wait that long. They might look either to, build that way, but build smaller, or they're turning to a different way for a new build, prefab. They're building here now, LSF, light steel frame. That's one way. The prefabs, they'll go up a lot quicker. No one place here, 2 to 4 months it was up. Wood cabins or wood houses. It's another. They're also prefabs. Now, these are alternatives, quicker to get it up, and in some cases, less expensive. Obviously, they have to fit your tastes, but there's some good quality companies from the mainland that are here doing good work. And I think that's good for the competition and the monopoly that was here, or maybe that'll change, because then it opens up for, spills over to the locals, people that want to build. It's more affordable, people that are coming in, and I think it's good for the economy. The present and the future of real estate here in the Azores. It's bright and popular right now. I think it's going to continue. You have access to all property classes, like we've discussed, all the different types of properties, different price points. If I was to use a price point that's the most common, I think I would say 80% of who's looking to buy in here, they're looking for something between 150 and 250 in there. From the conversations I've had, I know, sure, some people want to spend a big, huge house to have 500. Okay, they're going to buy it. The 150 to 250 is a realistic, because there is more to choose from. The luxury markets is not huge, but it exists. You can build amazing, huge home, spend lots of money, you can do it here. You can buy something and go crazy renovating it. The new thing here is new builds. There was a time all they built was like this. It's blocks, blocks, build, Now with the prefabs of the LSF and wood and all these other options, new materials, the government allowing these builds, I think it's opens up a whole other world here that's benefits people coming in to build or the people from here. Allows them to build more affordably, okay? And competition is good. And I think as long as these materials and these building systems are of quality, that's the key. Because I'm not saying they all are. You have to investigate. You have to do your due diligence. Maybe talk to other people that have done it, and they pass on the information to you, and you trust them. I'm just seeing a lot of them being built now. So I think it's that's why I'm mentioning that, and I feel actually happy about that because I would say the mercy of what has been all these years. Immigrants like my parents and myself that left and now come back over the years, and so many others, I know so many, they're all amazing. It's rare that I'll meet someone that's, a bad person. They're all nice people. We're all different, but we're like-minded. We've come back. We love this place. The islands never left us. I'm not just saying coming to the islands, and people will go to the mainland. I'm more connected with the people from here, and the expats, people that are coming for the first time that are now here. This is their home. We if it wasn't for this group, I mean, there would be a lot of houses. I've started the video, I think, mentioning that, and I'll end it because it's important that the life comes back, and the young people can see that. The older people that are now still here and they're on, they're getting older, they can still see that not everything was, because once in a while we'll see these ruins. They're like, what happened here? Why is it in this shape so bad? And then slowly they start coming back to life. And I think it's, I think it's such a great thing to see, because there was a time no one was coming back. And no one wanted to come back, and the beauty was always here. Our family was always here. The expats now, different from the immigrants, they are building families here. There's people that are becoming here for a lot of years. Now there's more people finding out, they're following on their footsteps, right? But we're all part of the community, right? And I think the economy, the locals, all has to improve, and you need money coming in. You can't just depend on the government for handouts all the time. This will all help. The minimum wage, all these other things will kickstart that. That will never move unless you have people like-minded being here for the right reasons, and we'll all benefit from that. I really believe that, right? And I love seeing the people that are locals here, all congregating together. A lot of people want to engage the outside. They want to get right in there and be a local, be one of us, be one of the Azoreans, and even though you might not be blood, like Laura's not blood from here, it doesn't matter, because sometimes you see it in their eyes. The conversations you have where we're talking about how they're talking how much they love being here. They've been here for like 2-3 years now, and 4 years. It's just like so full of, nothing has changed. Sure, there's no perfect place, but it's perfect for them and it's perfect for us. So that's the main thing. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the 2 property views. Hope you got some good information. Feel free to reach out, subscribe if you haven't done so. If you think this channel is good for you, feel free to share it with someone else that you think is good for them. You could email me, go to our site. I have a lot of the stuff we talked about, our services. Totally appreciate always the support that you guys give us, the regulars that are always with us. You inspire us, just like I guess we inspire you, like you mentioned on some of the comments. And for the new people that are going to come on board, hopefully we bring something to you that if you wind up not coming here right away or not even visiting, that you can tap into once in a while and just get a feel for Azores. Okay, guys? So I'll see you in the next video. I'll have a great one.